Hi, this is Wiz, welcome to my channel. This vlog is all about decisions. Decisions are what define what our destiny will be. Actually, I don't really believe in destiny. I believe that choices, not destiny, determines our lives. Life is all about choices, and this week for me is an important week talking about choices. First of all, I want to tell you about a choice that I've made during the Christmas holidays, and this choice is finally not to take the second dog. I told you in a previous vlog that I was going to have a pincher. I already have a Chihuahua and I wanted to have a second dog, which would have been my dog. And then for whatever reasons I start thinking about all the consequences. I thought I already knew the consequences, I already thought about it, but I start thinking more deeply and realize that it is not a good decision to have a second dog, because it implies more responsibilities, and also when you leave you have two dogs to play somewhere instead of one. And also my little lady Chihuahua is so nice, so cute. She never did anything wrong on the house, she never broke or damaged anything, and suddenly I was scared that the second dog would be the complete opposite. And actually I told the lady where I was supposed to buy the dog. I sent a text actually because I didn't feel I would call, and she never replied to me, so probably she sent me to just off. I know there is a giveaway related to that dog. I'm gonna do that anyway, so I'm going to have an innocent hand, which is not going to be mine obviously, picking randomly 3 names, and those 3 persons are going to receive the giveaway. I'm gonna figure out how to do it, and this is going to happen later on this vlog. Talking about decisions, I'm also in a very difficult decision to take about my next car. I perfectly know that this is not a first world problem, and also that I am blessed to have this kind of choices to be made. But it's not that simple. The story is, this car, the Audi S3, is sold. Originally, I decided to buy an RS3, and this model is coming. I mean, it was a car that was ordered by the dealership, and I said to the sales guy, who happens to be a friend of mine, this is important to keep in mind, I said I'm gonna take that car, but I didn't sign anything. I didn't sign any paper. Suddenly I start to think, because yes, that's the way I am. I go in all directions, and then I eventually think about the consequences and come back on my choices. That's not easy to live with me, believe me. Thinking about the boot is smaller than the S3, who has already a small boot, and then also I'm afraid that this is not going to be such a change for me. Going from an Audi S3 with 360 horsepower to an RS3 with 367 horsepower, which happens to have a bit more weight on the front, which also will be exactly the same talking about the interior. So my fear is that I will be feeling like having exactly the same car, but spending a little bit more money for it. So I'm afraid that in a couple of months I will be again, I don't want to say frustrated, you can't be frustrated with an RS3, come on. But I'm afraid that I will not be so satisfied with that car. Then there is that BMW M4 in Yas Marina Blue, which is a used car from March 2015. And you have to know that I mean, when I was a kid, my dream was to have a BMW M3. And I was always saying that would be my top because I can't afford anything higher than that. And it happened that I actually had a BMW M3 E46 10 years ago. And what was supposed to be my dream happened to be my worst nightmare, because it was not the car to have at that time. For several reasons. It was too expensive for me. I was not owning that much money, so I couldn't really afford that car, and I didn't really realize that. And also at the time I was a salesman, driving a lot in my car, so I was putting a lot of mileage on that car, and it was really not the right car for it. So it happened to be really a bad experience, and for that reasons I never wanted to have a BMW anymore. But now I changed my mind. For me, owning an M4 would be like a revenge, and it will be like saying, now I can, and now is the right time to do it. But in the meantime, I spoke with my friend at Audi, explaining the situation, and he is not happy. Of course he is not happy. So I will have to take a decision this week whether I'm gonna make a friend unhappy, or whether I'm gonna be selfish and think about what I really want. So I gonna have to really take a decision this week, because people are waiting. The guy who purchased this car is waiting, my friend at Audi is waiting, the sales guy at BMW is waiting on me. I don't like this situation where people is not happy with me, people is upset because I took a decision that was not the good one for them. I could have also just kept this Audi S3, which I'm happy about it, but that would have been too easy, and looks like I don't like easy decisions. Talking about decisions, this morning I was telling you about whether I would go with RS3, S4, M4 and this and that. I've already took one decision in the meantime, is that I'm not going to go with the BMW M4. Despite this is a kind of a dream car for me, it is probably not the right moment budget-wise, so that would have been too much of an expense. But yeah, I think I've gone a little bit too far this last year with my quest of the perfect car, meaning that I have the impression that since I sold my Audi A5 Sportback, which I loved a lot, even if the engine was not stellar, it was at 200 horsepower, 1.8 liters, but that car really gave me emotions, talking about the design. And then I went to the A45 AMG with almost no valid reasons. I mean, I saw that car and I watched tons of video and I convinced myself that that was the car I needed. And soon after, I realized that I was not feeling comfortable with that car, and then I changed it again, and I have the S3 Sportback now, ABT. And even if I really do like this car, but I saw the opportunity to have something even more, which was the RS3 at that time, so close to me that I just decided to jump, put the car on sale, and with the RS3 not even arrived yet, I again changed my mind and now wanted to buy a BMW M4 because I saw an opportunity with that Yas Marina blue car. Convinced myself that it would have been okay, that I would do some sacrifice elsewhere, talking about money. And probably the person that made me come back on earth with my 2 feet has been my wife. You should always listen to your girlfriend, wife. A little bit more if it's your wife, because she probably knows you better. And I saw that that was creating a little bit of an issue, and this is the last thing I want to do. The S3 is sold now. I cannot come back on that. What I can do now is try to find the best compromise about a cool car, because I don't wanna drive an average car. I mean, I would die probably. I need a nice car, but something with a more reasonable budget. At the moment I'm talking, I don't know what it is, because probably I'm not going to take the RS3 neither. I don't know. Let's see what will happen from now on. Today is Friday. I feel like this week, the first week after the Christmas break, was not that exciting. Nothing happened, and actually I'm wondering what I'm gonna put in this vlog. The only thing that happened this week is that I got my iPhone 6s 64 gig space gray from the company, a long overdue refresh to my company's iPhone 5. Therefore, being a very nice husband, I gave the 6s Plus Gold to my wife, and I sold her 6 Plus, which was mine previously. Otherwise, talking about the car, yeah, I'm in the middle of a car crisis because the S3 is sold, and I'm gonna have a meeting with my friend at Audi next week to see what I'm gonna do. All options are open. In my head, actually, it's quite confusing because I'm going from new A4, RS4 used one, S5 Sportback used one, A5 Sportback new one. This is a little bit confused actually in my head, and I need to sort this out. For me, being passionate about cars, that's emotional to me. One side of me knows that is absolutely not a big issue, I can live with this, but the other side of me is really dying about what's going on. But what's going on is my fault, basically. Decisions. I'm in front of the Audi dealer. It's closed, and it should be open because it's 1:30 in the afternoon, and they should be open at 1:30 in the afternoon, because there is a car that interests me quite a lot, which is a bit surprising, but I'm not gonna tell you which one for now, because maybe I cannot get a deal on that one. I need to wait next week to talk with my friend here at Audi about what I can do, because the new me thinks that gear doesn't matter. It's not because I'm passionate about car that I have to necessarily drive a high performance car. So let's wait for this damn dealership to open, and let's go and have a look at that car. So I guess I'm gonna wrap this vlog here, because again, not that exciting week. So thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe for more hopefully exciting content. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Bye bye.